Today we're going to talk about the trap of scaling your dropshipping stores too fast. Okay? I know for most of you guys this probably sounds crazy and you don't even know how to get your first sales. However, after you start understanding how to make profitable sales, it's fairly simple to spend more money and actually make more. It's pretty straightforward if you don't have proper mistakes in the business. However, if you do, you're gonna fall into pitfalls which are gonna be super tough to get out of. And today we're gonna talk about the problems of scaling and the things you're actually gonna be having to face, and also how to properly scale things without actually falling into those traps. So for everybody watching this who's actually inside of my program, they've already constantly seen this, that I tell people in the calls to not spend way too much money way too quickly. And this is a crucial thing, because when you hit your first 1K per day, it's literally as simple as spending more money to get to like 3 to 5K per day. Okay? However, this is not going to be sustainable, and you're definitely going to experience a crash if this is the first time of you scaling. Because the issue here is every single mistake you have in the business gets scaled with you scaling the store. So for example, if you would have some kind of supplier issue on $500 a day, that's not that big of a deal and you can manage it, and even if you would have some refunds, you're going to get away with it. Okay? However, if you're making 5K per day, this is very serious. If every single person who receives the item receives a really bad item, or something really bad happens, or something is just off, the impact is just going to be 10 times bigger. And you need to understand this for everything, because I've experienced this so many times. When I teach somebody to make their first 1K per day, they are very tempted to just spend hundreds of dollars more every single day to actually make way more. Okay? And even though it feels amazing to see this revenue number go up, way better it actually does feel when you understand that over a year period, every single month, you made 10 to 15K profit. Okay? And this is a very realistic goal. However, most people want to have a 100K month, and that's it. That's their goal. Their main goal is to get to 1K per day, then to 100K per month, and those are the goals which you do not want to set for yourself. Because what's going to happen is you're going to scale revenue and not profits. And this is a very important distinguishment. If your profit margins drop, and for example, you make 10K profit on 30K revenue, and you make 11K profit on 40K revenue, this is not good. You do not want that extra $1,000 for 10K in revenue, because revenue equals problems. Okay? You need to understand that with a lot of revenue, you obviously need to increase ad spend, which means that the likelihood of your Facebook account getting blocked is higher. Your likelihood that PayPal is going to shut you down if you scale too quickly is way higher. Also, the refund rate is higher, and also you need to pay virtual assistants to actually fulfill all the orders, to do all the customer support, to answer all the emails, which actually means that what that $1,000 is probably gonna disappear very, very soon, just you don't know it yet. And the next thing which is also gonna happen is you're gonna feel the need to hire somebody very quickly because it's super urgent to fulfill all those emails. And you're basically gonna hire a random person who's not that great instead of actually taking your time and hiring a really good person. Okay? And wrong hires are gonna cost you extreme amount of money, and I've done them, and it's really, really bad to do. So it's very important to, again, take your time with scaling. All right? When you're at 1K per day, the next step is to spend between $30 and $50 more every single day, and that's that, okay? That's not too fast, not too slow. You spend every day more. However, when you see that your profit margins goes down, you instantly stop spending more, and you basically kill a bunch of ad sets to actually make sure that you're only scaling profits. I cannot emphasize this enough. But the main problem here is that you're chasing this Shopify dashboard which looks amazing. And this is not what you really want, okay? You do not really want 100K month because you don't understand what comes with it. If you made only like 10 to 15K profit, it doesn't make sense. You do not need to have low margins and high revenue because you have this flashy number which you can brag about. Okay? This is very important. And I also understand that it's very tempting to look at your Shopify dashboard every 3 seconds basically and refresh and check out everything because that number looks so great. However, in reality, this doesn't matter, and you need to focus on scaling things properly Number one, keep building backups. So building multiple Facebook accounts, building multiple PayPal accounts, and also slowly hiring people which are really, really good, okay? All of this is not going to be possible if you scale too quick. To have a Facebook blog is way more likely if you were at $500 per day yesterday and in 2 weeks you're going to be at 5K, okay? If you scale very rapidly and very aggressively, Facebook has alarms. The same thing goes for PayPal. It's so important to emphasize. If you do things too quickly, you're gonna get shut down and your long-term goal is gonna get lost. Now, again, I understand that for most of you guys, this actually sounds like a very great problem to have and you're already at 1K per day and now you want to scale. However, it's not that unrealistic if you're following the right strategy. And what I want you to do right now is actually check out the case studies I've been putting out on this YouTube channel very consistently to actually prove to yourself that this is 100% possible. We've had people in the program who've reached the first 1K days inside of like a month or so because they actually executed the strategy perfectly, okay? And we also had people who have made millions of dollars over a time span of a year because what we're teaching in the program is long-term profits and not short-term revenues. So what I want you to do right now is check out this case study, which I'm going to link here. And also, if you want to sign up for a free consultation session with me personally, click the link below, sign up for that, and we're going to talk to each other one-on-one.